Late at night after working overtime, the girl opened her door. An envelope suddenly slipped through the crack. Inside was a check for $100,000 and a note. It said the sender was the girl's neighbor, and that if she went to his house at midnight and locked the safe in his home, she would receive the check. As much as she wanted the money, her reason still made her return the envelope. But just as she got back home, there was a knock on her door. This time the check inside the envelope had become $200,000. Feeling insulted, Ellie angrily knocked on her neighbor's door. But no matter how hard she tried, there was no response. Just as she was about to leave, a pair of hands suddenly grabbed her. The man begged Ellie, saying if she helped him, he'd add another $100,000. Ellie quickly said she'd think about it. Only then did he release her and let her go home. After a moment of thought, she still couldn't resist the temptation. At exactly midnight, she walked into her neighbor's home. The safe mentioned in the letter was right in the center of the living room. Staring at the eerie safe, Ellie found herself opening it uncontrollably. To her shock, there was a man inside. His face was covered with strange symbols. The man nervously told Ellie to lock the safe quickly, but Ellie was already too frightened to move. She ran out of the neighbor's house and rushed home. Shaken, Ellie decided never to deal with the neighbor again. She thought that would be the end of it. But the next day, while riding the elevator, a dirt-covered foot suddenly stepped inside. Then a messy-looking woman walked in. After entering, she didn't press any floor buttons. She just stood silently in the corner. It wasn't until the elevator reached Ellie's floor on the 7th that she finally stepped out. She stood in front of the neighbor's door, knocking mechanically. Although Ellie was scared, she still had to get home. She hurried past the woman, then quickly opened the door and slipped inside. She leaned against the door, listening closely to the hallway. It wasn't until 10 minutes later that the knocking gradually stopped. Ellie slowly opened the door a crack and looked out into the hallway. Seeing the strange woman had finally left, she let out a sigh of relief. She walked to the kitchen and poured herself a glass of water to calm down. Just then, a dark shadow slowly crawled past the window.